Earlier, when these teams met in the season, it was a battle for second place. But tonight, it was the second best team in Scotland against the second worst team in Scotland. And surprise, surprise, Aberdeen made it 12 games without a victory. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. It's finished at Ibrox. Rangers 3, Aberdeen 0. And it was never really in doubt, despite the fact that it did take Rangers until injury time to double their lead. But a really one-sided game of football. In the end, I think 3-0 is probably a fair reflection of the game. I don't think Aberdeen really deserved to even get to the 90-minute mark. Only one goal behind. It was shocking for them. There were some new signings that made their debuts tonight for Aberdeen. But by the looks of what we've seen tonight, it's going to take more than a couple of players in this January transfer window to turn it around. Jimmy Thielen, don't know what's happened to the guy. Came in, guns blazing, rivaling Celtic, doing incredible. But as good as his initial start was, what's followed it, it's been just as bad.
It has just been as bad. And you know what? Tonight proved to me that he is a dead man walking. Because this is the game to get a tune out of Aberdeen.
And it just didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen. I mean, yeah, they were in it for large periods because the Rangers just couldn't get the second goal to the 90th minute. But I look at Aberdeen, 35 points. Now, that is everybody in the league played 23. There is no, well, what about this? What about this game? What about that game? They sit on 45 points. I mean, you look at the terms of 7th spot, Dundee. They sit 8 points clear of them in St Mirren. They've got the worst form in the league, probably outside of, honestly, St Johnstone. Yeah, I'd say St Johnstone still got better form since Aberdeen beat Dundee 4-1, but reality is, I think there's a world where Aberdeen finish
Aberdeen's last 12 games is 4 draws and 8 defeats.
How far do Aberdeen need to sink, though, in this league table for him to get sacked? Or could it be this weekend if he loses the Elgin?
Honestly, I think if Aberdeen had a loss to Hearts, I know they only gained a point for that game, but it's just, that would have been, 7 defeats in a row?
That's disgusting. I mean, that's what Naismith was doing.
Now, instead, their last 7 games, it's not great. It's 6 defeats and 1 draw. But 7 defeats in a row, not only, right, would that have meant Aberdeen gain 1 less point from that game, but Hearts are in 11th, and Hearts would have gained 3 on Aberdeen. Hearts are currently 11 behind Aberdeen, but had Hearts beaten Aberdeen, the gap would have been 8. So that brings Aberdeen even closer to the bottom, and honestly, the split for Aberdeen can't come quick enough. Because if there was no split, I would look at this and go, Aberdeen are going to finish 11th. But if they're lucky enough, they might get to the split while still being in the top 6.
Yeah, I mean, obviously split 10 games away. You look at that.
But it's very packed in that midfield. I mean, it is very tight. For Hibs in 6th to at Hearts in 11th, you've got, 5 points separating it? 5 points separating 6 teams. Had Hearts beaten Aberdeen, which they should have, Ross County would be in 11th with 25, and Aberdeen would be in 4th with 34. So the gap would be 9 points between Aberdeen and the second bottom team.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Aberdeen's next game's at home against St Mirren, who have lost 4 in a row. So St Mirren not in the best of form. I believe they've lost every game since they beat Rangers.
Something's got to give there.
Something does have to give there. With it, Pataudry, you would expect them maybe to do something, and then going into February, away at Easter Road, do not see a victory there for Aberdeen away at Dens Park.
Anyway, I'm sure we can bash Aberdeen towards the end of the video. Let's actually talk about the game.
Let's talk about the game, but you know what?
That would be a good idea.
I don't get sick of bashing Aberdeen, though.
No, I mean...
Neither do you, actually.
They deserve it, man. Look at the start of the season, all the shite they were giving us. I started right, Hearts are still 11th, I get it, but come on. Start of the season, they were talking about title. And anyone that said they had a fortunate fixture run, or that they were winning games they maybe didn't deserve to, snatching late wins, all they were doing was bashing these people and running them down and saying, oh, you're bitter, you're jealous, you're this, you're that, you're giving us no respect. Then I remember when they beat Hearts in their 8th game, they're like, have we been tested now? Then they beat a shite Rangers, and they're like, oh, have we been tested now? And you know what? The draw against Celtic was great. I'm not going to dispute that. 2-0 down to come back at Celtic Park and get a draw. That result was phenomenal. But since that result, I think there was another 2 wins after that. But honestly, man, that result, I thought would be, right, well, this Aberdeen team's the real deal.
Aye. But they're not the real deal.
But they're not the real deal.
No, the meal deal, Tesco meal deal,
The
man.
Tesco, I mean, the
It's like
value
your
meal.
club card. I mean, it's just bogging. I don't know what is going on
No
there.
value for your money there.
No value for your money, but Aberdeen.
Tawdry price.
Let's talk about them then, shall we? 5 new signings, not all of them started, a few did. It was actually 2 unchanged 11s competing against each other. Weird you see that, but Rangers for the get-go, pretty much dominant. Hadji finds Tierney, probably should do a bit better here. Igamane drags a shot narrowly wide. He really should score, but you know what? I don't think anyone can really criticise Igamane. The guy, special talent. If Rangers just play the cards right, they should make about 15 million for this guy easy.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly a case that he is currently, as of right now, the best striker in the league.
Yeah, in form.
And if you don't want to say he's the best, then I think he's certainly second best.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say Kyogo's the only guy that you can put
maybe
above
he's
him.
third. Maybe Adam Ade is better, but we'll move on. Yefty has a cross put behind for a corner. I mean, again, I thought Yefty had a pretty good game.
I know that was banter, but people who are listening will actually genuinely believe that Adam Ade is better than this guy.
I know, that's why it's banter, though.
It's not banter if they don't understand the banter, though, is it?
I know, but that's what happens when you've got a single-digit IQ and you're rocking into fog football. I've got 2 triple-digit IQs.
Oh, I tell you, here was my bet, 45-1 for anybody who cares. I had Rangers to win by 2 or more goals. That happened. I had Rangers to win the first half and Rangers to win the second half. That happened. I had Aberdeen to get the most cards. That happened. I had Aberdeen to get more than 2 cards. That happened. I had Rangers to get more than 6 corners. That happened. I had over 2.5 goals. That happened. But unfortunately, I took Proper and Shinnie to get booked, and they just they weren't playing ball tonight.
No, they weren't playing ball. I mean, Proper got took off injury. I mean, Shinnie getting booked against Rangers, that's almost a certainty, like. But Igamane does get the goal. Tierney pickpockets Nielsen. Absolutely horrific from him. Ball falls to Diamonde. He shoots and it falls to Igamane. Puts it in the back of the net. You know what? The guy, he's clinical, right? I know we just talked about him missing a chance, but see when the ball falls to him, he doesn't take the 5 touches that Dessers takes, man. He just puts it in the back, and that's what you need.
Shout out to Dessers tonight. No, that was a decent finish.
It was a decent finish.
Yes, against a tired defence, I get that, but
But still got to score it. And you know what? I've said this in my review.
Adam Ade doesn't do that.
No, but at least Dessers, right, can do this. Fucking having Kieran Doyle on the bench does nothing.
Yeah, but I think most people would accept that Dessers at times can be great.
Like, yeah.
But most times he's shite.
Aye. It's better to have that ability than have nothing.
I mean,
like
sometimes
Doyle.
you see him do those Ronaldo chops and you're like, what the hell, Dessers, calm down, son.
Really, big man. Fuck Tierney though. I mean, you know what? Tierney probably should have a hat trick tonight, but his finishing did let him down. But Clarkson nearly scores the halfway line. Diamonde gave it away.
Probably Aberdeen's best chance.
Yeah.
I know they had a couple of corners towards the end, like, but I mean, that Aberdeen shot for Clarkson for the halfway line, that was about the only time I actually thought they were going to score.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a good save for Kelly because we've seen
David
Marshall, etc.
We've seen people get embarrassed in those situations, but Kelly, calmly parried it off the line, and then gathered his composure and picked up. It was decent.
Yep. Tierney found Danilo. He had a shot saved by Doohan. Shinnie cross whipped in. Nisbet could get on the end there. Nisbet's form's out the window. You know what? He was scoring crucial goals at the start of the season, but everybody in the Aberdeen team's arses went. There's not one good player anymore.
Their form has literally turned into our career mode form. Speaking of career mode, guys, if you want it back, let us know.
Maybe
we'll turn it around and start winning.
Aye, man, you never know.
Career mode coming sometime this week.
Aye. 2026, brother. Anyway, right, Tobers gets booked for the Hadji tackle. Igamane, ball falls to him, powerful shot, stings the gloves of Duan. Igamane, man, the guys. You know what? It's fucking rare, especially in this Rangers team where it seems like there's been no light at the end of the tunnel, but I can actually watch Igamane and have a smile on my face. He's a good player. Like, yeah.
Why is it Rangers?
Yeah, why is it? You have to take the tinted specs off. Igamane is good.
No, he is.
I mean,
when he first came in, Clement was like, we had to sign him now, or else we would never be able to.
I ripped the piss out of it.
I was
like, this guy plays for the Moroccan Olympic team. What the fuck's Baldy on about?
But
I'll eat it. I'll eat my humble pie.
He's turned out to be already I'd say he's turned out to be a great signing.
Yeah.
Might not win Rangers anything, but he'll win them. He'll get them a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, if you sign a guy for $2 million, you're going to make about at least 5 times the profit. I mean, that's good. That's great. That's what you need. That's what teams need to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Aberdeen signing Clarkson for like near $1 million. If they sell him for 5, that's great business. That's what teams in Scotland need to do. You can't, it's either, like Morelos, a Shanghai club comes in, 15 million, and we don't accept it. I think the difference is Morelos didn't have the mindset. I think Igamani is wired in.
No, definitely. Igamani is someone I can see Rangers win the title with.
Yeah.
If they can get the rest of the team correct.
Morelos was a guy who'd either score a hat-trick or GBH. It was one of the two. You'd either get one of the two of the game, but I think Igamani just gets the goals. So.
There's some players you'd feel comfortable leading your line for a title fight.
Yep.
I think Igamani's one of them. That Irish guy that plays for Celtic's not.
Liam Scales? You can't be speaking about Big Adam. Adam's apple's fucking rotten. Anyway, what happened next? Pretty much half time. Rangers leading 1-0. Woo!
Second-hand embarrassment over here. But,
I'd have it.
Better than second-hand smoke.
It's better than second-hand smoke, but can you smell the smoke? Because Rangers come out in the second half. Raskin gets tackled. No penalty. Can you 23 matches and not one penalty? Rangers last year get 16. Penalty to Rangers is extinct. It went extinct with the fucking dinosaurs. Where is it? I need my penalties.
Arguably could have been a penalty, but you know what? I think it would have been harsh.
No, it's not.
I think it would have been harsh.
Yeah, gets the ball first. But they've been given. I've seen them given.
Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. They have been given, but I think it would have been harsh.
Hadji skims the bar. Barami had 2 shots either side of the post. I think Barami's a bit of a flop, I'll be honest. Football can fucking take me to the mafia and batter me.
Yeah, it's you, at this point, if you're a Rangers fan, you'd be wishing that you had Tierney on a permanent transfer.
When I said about
a
month ago that Hadji's got to start the cup final because I thought Barami was good in the cup final, but Hadji's better than Barami. Hadji got robbed about 5 assists tonight.
Yeah,
and it's not that Barami's awful, but he's got 1 goal in 20 league appearances. That's not good enough. Know what I mean? But then Proper, he blocks the McGarry shot. Very good block because I think this was going in. We then saw Jensen and Dorrington come on for Aberdeen. Clarkson should have been sent off.
For
the tackle. For the fucking tackle he done, man. It was quite high on. I think it was on Hadji.
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't know. I think it could have been a red. We've seen them given.
We have seen them given, but technically we've pretty much seen everything given at this point. So therefore, you could argue that with it, couldn't you?
You could argue that about anything, but you know what? Kevin Clancy never going to give it. Don Robertson last night, very quick to point the spots. Kevin Clancy, not so much.
He's a point spotter.
He's a point spotter. I've got third-hand embarrassment now. What is that? It's fucking pitch. Balogun comes on for Proper.
I meant to say he's a spot pointer, but fucking dyslexia kicked in.
It did kick in.
Dyslexia running wild over here.
Kicked off. Balogun hits the post. He has a shot cleared off the line. He makes it 2-0. And then Salah assists. Yefty makes a run. Save. Desser's 3-0. Good run. Good goal. Good win. Bye-bye. Rangers 3. Aberdeen 0.
Thanks for coming, Aberdeen. Goodbye. But it's a long trip up the road.
What I was alluding to earlier, though, Aberdeen's February fixtures, because they've only got one more league game in January. Away to Easter Road, away to Dundee, home to Kelly, and away to Celtic. You look at their next 5 games there, I would be fucking shocked if they picked up more than 4 or 5 points.
I think they'll struggle.
Yeah, put it this way, right? If they lose to St Mirren in the next 2 games against Hibs and Dundee, the game against Kelly becomes must win because they're not winning that.
No,
against Celtic.
They need. When are they playing? When are they playing St Johnstone? Maybe they can get a
new firm derby after that, and then they're away to St Johnstone on the 15th.
That could be a relegation game. Then that could be the battle for 12th spot.
Could be. No, I tell you what, man. This is 2 back-to-back seasons where Aberdeen have had a run of 15 games where they've if you combine them both, it's 30 games where they've picked up about 9 points,
single-digit points.
That's unacceptable. No, you know what?
Especially when you're the 3rd biggest club in Scotland.
Ian Crocker turned around and said that they were 9 points clear of Rangers after that game back in October, late October. Now Rangers are 9 points clear of them before the game.
12 now.
So that's a 21-point swing.
Aye, but that's where Rangers been. That's not like Rangers have won 15 in a row or anything like that. You know what I mean?
No, it's
It's
crazy.
not like Rangers have been unstoppable in that period of time.
Yeah, and Celtic have dropped a lot of points as well. And they're 25
I
clear
said
of
this so
Aberdeen.
after Aberdeen beat Rangers, man. See, a 9-point lead a 9-point lead can quickly disappear.
What date
And
were
it has.
Celtic and Aberdeen still level on points?
Oh,
So not early November.
It was after 11 games, so that would have been something like that.
I mean, we're talking 2 months later. Celtic are 25 points clear of Aberdeen, despite picking up a few draws and a defeat.
Nah, mental.
No, it's like, I mean, 25, it's... You know what, man? If he had an average start to the season, he wouldn't have seen 2025.
Oh no, he'd have been sacked.
He'd have been gone, long gone.
But I tell you what, I think his good start to the season I think that well is running dry.
Oh, aye.
I don't think that's going to... How much more time can that buy him? I mean, see if Aberdeen were gradually falling off. See if Aberdeen, like, the results were drying up and they'd been overtaken by Rangers, but they were still in third place and they were still picking up wins here and there. I don't think anyone would be really that surprised. You'd be like, well, he expected that to happen.
Yeah.
But they are literally the worst team in the league on form. Since they lost to St Mirren, they are statistically the worst team. They picked up the least amount of points. By a country mile, the only team they're close to is St Johnstone.
No, I know, it's
Who are
crazy.
shite.
Well, fucking damn right they're shite, but that is where we're going to leave it, folks.
Yeah, no, but it's not like they've went from what a great start to being mediocre. They've went from being the joint best team in the league statistically to easily the worst team in the league. And for me, that's got to cancel you, because it's been 12 games now. Aberdeen in the league under Jimmy Teelan have been shite for longer than they were great.
Yeah.
So at what point do we go, you know what, that was a great start to the season, but you followed it up with something that's just been as equally as shite. Therefore, all the praise that we were giving you, all the time that you had in the bank, if anything went wrong, is pretty much gone.
Yeah.
It must be close now.
No, it's close, and I think
I'm not saying he should be sacked tonight, but if he... You what?
No, I was just reading something there.
I'm not saying he should be sacked tonight, but let's say he follows up this defeat tonight against... Let's say he loses the next 3 games, for example. Is he not gone?
I think so. I mean, I think you've got to get rid of him.
I think you're getting to the point now where Aberdeen are being brave backing this guy.
Yep.
Because they've made, 4 signings already, and I think that's brave, because...
5.
What if he loses the rest of the games in January? And they've spent January allowing this guy to bring in all his own players, and come February, March, he still continues to lose, and they have to go, right, well, you know what, you have to go.
I know, but see, saying that, right, Aberdeen are 4, and then 6 clear of Motherwell and Hibs, and they're 2 behind Dundee United. If they beat St Mirren and Rangers beat Dundee United at Tannadice, which is a big if because away form, they could be sitting 3rd. Well clear everybody again. But that just shows you, if Aberdeen turned it around, on Boxing Day, they could be right up Rangers' arse again. They could be well clear of Dundee, but the fact of the matter is this, they're shite.
They are.
And that's where we're leaving it.
They are really shite.
Anyway, guys, we're back soon. SPFL preview show, big weekend ahead. Actually, no, it's a cup preview show.
Well, Scottish Cup, can't wait. Buzzing. It was just domination tonight, wasn't it? It was one-way traffic.
It was an alright wee game.
It was alright, but, at the end of the day, it was very one-sided.
It was.
To think that when these teams first met, and this, it was considered a really close game, it could go either way, and it was intriguing. And normally Aberdeen, even when they are shite, you expect them to give Rangers a game, but it just never happened tonight.
No.
The only thing I can give them, the only thing you can praise Aberdeen for is keeping it at 1-0 to the 90th minute.
Yeah.
But even then, I never felt like they were getting back in.
But it's not like they conceded 2-0 because they flung everyone forward. They just conceded 2-0 because they're shite.
Aye, well, pretty much. Anyway, guys, that's it. We could sit here and keep calling Aberdeen shite, but you already know that, so no point.
I'm not telling you anything you don't already know.